Mr. President, a couple of comments were made on the other side of the aisle that I think need to be responded to because they're so patently inconsistent with the facts that they clearly should be that should be clearly reflected. It's almost as if somebody spent too much time at the movie Alice in Wonderland around here. The idea that by their own score, when you cut Medicare by $521 billion, $500 billion cut out of Medicare by their own score, which is inaccurate, of course, because it doesn't count the full 10 years. If you count the full 10 years, it's $1 trillion taken out of Medicare. The idea that seniors aren't going to be affected by that type of a cut is absurd on its face. The claim is, oh, well, we don't affect senior benefits. Well, that's nice. That's like telling somebody you can have a car, but there's no engine in it. I mean, the simple fact is that when you cut the providers of the seniors by as much as this bill cuts them, clearly it's going to be harder for a senior citizen to see a provider, a doctor, a hospital group, or when you reduce the spending on Medicare Advantage, which is an insurance program that many seniors appreciate. CBO scores the reduction as being so large that over 11 million seniors will be thrown off that system. That affects seniors. And so, if they genuinely believe their language, no, we don't do anything about Medicare here, we don't do anything about seniors, even though the scores say they cut Medicare by $500 billion, their own score, and the CBO has said that Medicare Advantage will that over 11 million people will be knocked off Medicare Advantage. If they believe that, they believe their language, then they have to vote for my amendment. They have to vote for my amendment, which protects which makes it clear that we protect Medicare. Then there was this other comment made that somebody was going to vote against our amendments, not because they don't make sense, but because they're dilatory. They're dilatory. This from a leadership on the other side of the aisle that produced the largest piece of social engineering in our history, 2,500 pages, $2.6 trillion of spending, $1 trillion of cuts in Medicare when fully implemented, produced that bill in a closed room, behind a hidden room, behind a secret door, somewhere on that side of the Capitol, never opened to the public, brought it to the floor of the Senate on a Saturday afternoon, filled up the tree, wouldn't allow any amendments, and within 3 days forced us to vote on it on Christmas Eve. Then took it over to the House, where they rewrote this trailer bill, again, in a secret room behind a closed door, and brought that bill to the floor and didn't allow anybody to amend that. But amendments are dilatory. You know, I guess, why have an opposition party? You know, I mean, maybe we should just go to a Cuban system. I mean, that seems to be the attitude of the other side of the aisle. The American people are an unfortunate inconvenience. The fact that they've elected a Republican membership to the Senate and to the House, they're an unfortunate inconvenience that should be ignored and not allowed to participate in the process. And when they come up with ideas like protecting the Medicare system, or like taking out the sweetheart deals, or like suggesting that the president and his people and the staff of the majority leader should be under the laws that we're about to pass here, or that suggests that we should live by the terms of the rhetoric, which is that if your premiums go up, you won't be impacted by this bill, or that says that there won't be any taxes on people under $200,000, amendments which just fulfill the statements of the other side of the aisle on issues. They're going to keep the bill clean. They're not going to tax people under $200,000 of income. People's premiums won't go up. Medicare won't be affected. And everybody will be subject to this new law of the land, including the President of the United States and his people and the staff of the majority leader. When we offer amendments like that, they're dilatory. They're an inconvenience. They shouldn't be allowed. They shouldn't be voted on not because they don't make sense, but because, get rid of them. They're the opposition. They're the American people speaking through their elected representatives, and we ought to have a voice, and they ought to be voted on, and they ought to be given a vote based on the substance of the amendments, not on the fact that the other side of the aisle doesn't like opposition. It is just so arrogant. This attitude which pervades Washington now that says, oh, American people, we know better than you do how to live your lives. Why do you get in our way? We here in Washington know how to tell how you should live. Just stand back. Let us make your decisions as to what you should do with your life, especially relative to health care. We will do a much better job for you. And certainly, don't countenance any opposition. Don't countenance any dissent. And certainly, don't hold us to our word. For example, when we say people under $200,000 won't be taxed, or when we say premiums won't go up, or when we say everybody will be covered by the bill, or when we say Medicare recipients won't be impacted. Don't countenance, don't make us hold to those words by voting on amendments, because those amendments are dilatory. The arrogance is palpable and inexcusable. And now we will hear from the senator from Oklahoma who has another amendment that I'm sure the other side will say is dilatory and inappropriate, even though it makes a heck of a lot of sense to me.